Oh, our little intro bumper this week comes courtesy of Tone Rebellion. Ahem. In his house at her lie, dead Cthulhu waits, dreaming of her. So we gonna do things a little bit different this week. Oh, we'll get to the comments after we talk about the outlines. Most of the comments are suggestions on name and that sort of thing. So, first things first. Let's talk about what we've nailed down so far of the outlaw head's monstrosity. Oh well, the opening should definitely be of her dreaming a very literal dream. That's gonna tell you exactly what's gonna come. Our story proper starts in our little Innsmouth town, which is a university town. Yeah, and literally everyone's parents work at the university, and so the major employer of the surrounding 5 towns. Lego, Brick, and Ethnic Third Wheel have been the best of friends for as long as they commit and remember. That's why she has no interest in him at all, because he's like a brother. He's like a brother. He inherits this family heirloom, which we later find out to be the Necronomicon, and trying to impress her. He shows it to her, and she's like, well, let's fucking read it, and they do. The next day, school starts. Oh ho! And Hottie Chestebs. Ye shows up. Well, not even. He doesn't even show up. He's just like, he's looking at them across. Like the parking lot or something. Yeah, he's just there. And Ethnic Third Wheel is super threatened by him immediately. So when's the point, that she starts having her artistic endeavors that aren't actually her ability, just force of habit. I think like that night, like after they read from it. And she see like, maybe draws a picture of, like, this really hot guy. But there's a lot of monstrous stuff in the background. Yeah, like there's tentacles. This is just like my dream. Yeah, except for without the tentacles. Yeah, like she sees this really hot guy with, like, a mass of tentacles behind him, and she's, like, horrified and turned on by this dream that, I sleep drew. Yeah. So then one day they re at like a pool party because it's a still hot. Because it's a still, She has terrible hydrophobia, by the way. She hates water. She'll even joke about, like, in a self-deprecating way that she can't even take a bath. Deprecating way, even to One day, we re at a pool party, and some guy, playfully being a jackass, like, pushes her in. You, one of her, like, pull her in with him, and be like, dunking her, and like threatening to, like anti her bathing suit or something. Like, super. No, I don't think it should be that threatening. I think it should be like innocent. Okay. It should be just like he's like horse playing with her. Like a come on. Yeah. And like immediately Cthulhu gets. Like that protective rage and just drives him insane. And so like he you know for the rest of his life is like a shrieking vegetable. Ye, which they all blame on drugs. Ye, and Cthulhu, hot Cthulhu will never be held accountable. Yes, Lego Brick will never be troubled by this. Be like, you did this. Whoa, you re so powerful. What are you? Ye after this point, they need to have, like their savior in the hospital. Ye, not in the hospital, but like he pisses her off somehow. Like she's, like, I know something's up with you. And he's like, you should never know. Of course, but before all this, though we also introduced to the woman who will become the villain, who we've decided should be an adult. Ye, who works at the university. She's like an adjunct. Ye you know, and she's like super hot. Ye, and Lego Brick is immediately threatened by how hot she is. But she should be described as this beautiful, gorgeous woman who has a desperate look to her eye. Ye, like, and not just because, like she's, like this cult leader, but also because she's a woman scorned. Ye we like, she'll often be described as a woman scorned. But we'll never, ever say why. No one will ever talk to us. She might be scorned. Who scorned her? Why she was scorned. I feel like Neil, Uncle Neil should know the story, but he never tells it. Ye, he's just like, oh, I know her. I just like, that's an interesting story. And then they get distracted by something else. You. So then she ends up at a college party. Like, and of course, she, like, drinks too much. Like, or she doesn't realize, like, she's drinking alcohol. Like, I thought this was iced tea. You, whoa. So this, I've never been to Long Island before. At the college party, drinks too much, gets almost raped. Ye. Cthulhu saves her from the almost rape. Again, we have another blithering insanity case, which gets blamed on drugs. On drugs. It's mostly bath salts. It gets blamed on drugs. Ye. And then it's topical. It all turned into, like, 21 Jump Street. Like, on a subplot that we never see. And then, like, they real like hardcore. He, like, phantoms her and kidnaps her and takes her into, like, his, I don't know, local lair. And she finds out the whole truth about the prophecy and how I don't want to devour you anymore. He does some really fucked up shit. Like kidnap her, holds her against her will, probably holds her down. She goes, no, really yes. Ye. And so now that, and he's like, I don't want to, devour your body and soul. Oh, what are we gonna do? We gonna stop this prophecy. So they go to Uncle Nyarlathotep. I'm so excited about Uncle Nyarlathotep. Special thanks to the Lantern for this one. Nyarlathotep. He's, like this, the most awesome character. He's, like, an old hippie or something. And he runs this Lovecraft basic cult shop. And he talks all the time about he and Nikola Tesla would go freak out this racist cult horror writer. And basically people will think, why the hell is this book not about Nyarlathotep, like, completely? Yeah. And his, like, madcap adventures, like, among humanity. And he all start, like he all keep alluding to them. And our main characters with no interest at all. So, or they'll be like, it all be like. That's a great story. So back to, like, what a love. And then meanwhile, You know, hot villainess is a woman scorned. Yes, and it turns out she's the cult leader. You. And eventually ethnic third wheel, who has been nothing but threatened by Cthulhu this whole time. And rightfully so, because he's a piece of fuck. Shit gets real when ethnic third wheel, goes to the hot cult leader and gets brainwashed. He goes right away and makes a point of this, that the bad guy be portrayed as slutty and have her seduce Indian third wheel to get him on their side. That way we can double down on the weird sexual politics by having the main character be completely passive and also slut-shaming the villain and having sexually assertive women be the ultimate evil. Ye can do. And so basically, like the third act will be all about stopping brainwashed ethnic third wheel and slutty villainous from, you know, using their cult powers to, summon the greater evil, which is, Iguus, Azathoth. And, that is our plot. Let the terrible details commence. The reason we redoing comment seconds is because there was a lot of little details instead of big sweeping ons that we could divide by theme. So let's see what we got. We got a lot. And again, highlights real. Sorry for people who didn't get it. And it was a lot, and especially the scenes, which are awesome and we love. And, here's some suggestions from Andrew Green that I like. Denny, bridge is an anagram of bitchy friend. Kate's. Fiddick is an anagram of bat sidekick. I kind of like the Kate Fiddick. Kate Fiddick. Yeah. It even kind of sounds fat. Yeah. Fat and annoying. It's actually quite a pleasant character. Yeah. And he's actually probably the best friend you'll ever have. Actually, probably friend you all the help you help But yeah, our Lego brick is threatened by all. We got a lot of votes for Bianca Slate. Yeah. And Slate is good, but Bianca Slate's a little too on the nose. Yeah. Same with Tabula Rasa. Yeah. I mean, as much as I love Bianca Slate and you love Tabula Rasa, it is just a little too on the nose. Well, among others, Melodier, Msintira Rota that Penelope, the character from The Honesty is known for remaining chaste, waiting for her own true love while 108 men want her desperately. And also she could go by Penny because she hates her name, 'cause it's weird. I love the idea of it being Penelope. It's the idea of waiting. Ye. I like. Or rasa. Or rasa. Or heart. You know, 'cause going for a nice like soft, 'cause it's all about love. We had a lot of funny, like title wounds. Talok Stevens suggests Chartreuse whispers. Seeing Simonis. I have, verdant dreams. Olivan nights. As well as Malachite visions. I like the idea of fusing things like verdigris or viridian. Verdigusing. I go this oil, yeah, those are good bees. Gregory Loscalzo reminds us that, verdigris, according to Wikipedia, is a common name for a green pigment obtained through the natural patina formed when copper, brass, or bronze is weathered. So that could that works really well. That could indicate that we have no idea what this word verdigris actually means. Yeah. I like the idea of at least one of the chapters being undertow and submerged. Dark Waters suggests Bethany Howe. Could be a good one. Could be Lara Bacchus suggests, Reign of Darkness, Dark Fate, Book of Fate, Low Tide, Riptide, Dark Waters. Elizabeth Smith suggested Love Lee's Dreaming, possibly followed by Sickwell's Love Awakens, and so on. I was noticing a lot of comments, for example, from Jet Black that, like Cthulhu as being part of the swim team as being a thing. And while that would be hilarious, I think the problem with that is that that actually makes him too social. Yeah, a little too jockey. I think he's like active in the community. Yeah, it's like, well, the thing is it's like Edward is so super powerful. Like Christian Grey is obviously, like, very active. Christian Grey is obviously yeah, but in solitary ways. You, we want an angel from Buffy. We don't want a Riley. Although we had we did have a lot of suggestions that Hot Cthulhu's name is Riley, like Ruya. However, that's pronounced ye, Ruya, which I think is a great idea. I really like Riley. Jamie of needs more gay fame. Suggested Sonia Slate as the protagonist. We liked the idea of, Lego Brick's mom and dad being named Sonia, and Howard after Happy, and his wife, Sonia. Dr. Rice suggested that, we got some sort of ominous catchphrase that the cult keeps saying that never gets explained. Like, this is the twilight of the universe or something. Yes. Can do. Another one from Lantern that, Hot Cthulhu, whenever she's having those dreams, it's actually him possessing her body. And she likes it because he's always inside her. It's like I was using you and she's like, but I liked it. So good job, Internet. We about to the point where we can start. Oh, accepting applications for, our host writers, accepting apropos, where, well, and I guess I should preface this by saying we're going to have 5, maybe 6, and, a backup or 2 in case anyone flakes. Oh, so there will not be many because this is only a 70,000-word novel and we having host writers do chunks of it just so we can have a quicker turnover than it would take to actually write a novel. But basically, if you can, if you think you could write 5,000 to 10,000 words in 2 weeks and 4 or 5 days off nano. Yeah, exactly. It's like 4 or 5 days off nano. If you could do a NaNoWriMo, you could do this. Please don't apply if you can't turn around 10,000 words into weeks. And we are paying for this. We'll tell you the rate once we, get you on board. So the way this is going to work is you send us a writing sample at this email address that I've totally made by today. It with the contact information, your email address, a way to get in touch with you, and, no more than 250 words scene based on, some of the scenes we read. Just anything that you feel captures your voice. A scene involving our 2 leads. Or ethnic third wheel. Or the parents. Slutty antagonists. Or cool Uncle Neil or cool Uncle Neil who I'd read the shit out of those. Gets the hell ignored out of him. Make the subject line 50 Shades of Green sample. And again, don't do this if you can't churn out 10,000 words in 2 weeks. And we're not going to respond to comments on our episode next week. Next week we're going to talk about location. Going to talk about not really responding to comments because we're gonna spend the next 2 weeks waiting through our samples. Mom. And so finalizing an outline. Finalizing the outline. So 2 weeks from now we will have answers as to we are going to bring on board and what our final outline will be. And again, remember to check for updates at ShayApocalypse.com and follow us on Twitter at ShayApocalypse or at Sexy Alien Book, where I retweet the funny things people say at me. And remember, friends, we do this for you, but we do this for literature. Because some things should not stand, but if they must, by God, we should at least make something from it. Something that we can look at and say, I might not be proud of it, but it might make me a few bucks on the side. And isn't that what it's all about? Waiting.